She spent a fortune to buy a husband for her spoiled daughter, but she had no idea the man she chose came with a terrifying secret plan that would change their lives forever. If shocking African folktales about pride, greed, and supernatural revenge give you chills, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you never miss the next mind-blowing story. Let's begin. In the fertile valley of Umawara, where the Anambra River curves like a python and yam barns stand tall as sentinels, lived Mama Nkechi, a widow of great wealth but greater worry. Her husband had long joined the ancestors, leaving her fields of cassava, herds of goats, and coffers of cowries. Yet her greatest treasure and greatest trouble was her only daughter, Adawara. Adawara was beautiful as the first light of dawn, skin smooth as polished ebony, eyes bright as river stars, hair braided with coral beads. But her heart was spoiled like palm wine left too long in the sun, sweet at first taste, then bitter and sharp. She turned away every suitor who came knocking. One young farmer offered 20 goats and a new bicycle. Too short, Adawara sneered from behind the door. Another, a skilled blacksmith, brought yards of fine Aba cloth. His hands are too rough, she laughed. Even the son of the village chief arrived with drummers and dancers. His voice is too soft, she complained. I deserve a king, not a common man. The village gossiped at the stream and under the Iroko tree. That Adawara will die unmarried, the women whispered. Her tongue is a scorpion. The men shook their heads. No dowry is worth such trouble. Mama Nkechi's heart ached like a fresh wound. My daughter grows old without a husband, she cried to the moon. Who will care for her when my bones rest in the earth? Who will give me grandchildren to carry on my name? She consulted the Dibia, offered kola nuts to the ancestors, but the gods remained silent. Desperation breeds foolish ideas. One evening, as fireflies danced like tiny stars, Mama Nkechi made her fateful decision. If no man would come freely, she would buy one. She sent criers through the markets and neighboring villages. Hear ye, Mama Nkechi of Umawara offers a bride price beyond dreams for any strong, handsome young man willing to marry her daughter Adawara. 30 cows, 100 yards of the finest George cloth, mountains of yam tubers, kegs of sweet palm wine, gold dust, and silver coins. Come forward. The girl is beautiful. The wealth is yours. The village buzzed with shock. Buying a husband like buying a goat? The elders muttered. This is madness. But greed is louder than wisdom. For weeks, no one came. Then, on a day when the Harmattan wind carried dust like whispers, a tall stranger appeared at Mama Nkechi's compound gate. He was Chikwama, taller than the tallest palm, skin dark and glowing like midnight oil, eyes deep and knowing. He wore a simple white wrapper tied at the waist, yet he walked with the grace of a chief. I have heard your offer, he said, voice calm as still water. I will marry your daughter. Mama Nkechi's eyes widened with joy. You are strong, able to farm, provide? Chikwama smiled, a slow, quiet smile that did not quite reach his eyes. I am all that and more. But know this, Mama. Once I take Adawara as wife, she becomes mine completely. No interference, no turning back. Mama Nkechi laughed. Of course, my son. Take her. The bride price is yours. Adawara, hidden behind the curtain, peeked out. For the first time, her sharp tongue stilled. Chikwama was handsome beyond words. He will do, she murmured. At least he looks like a king. The wedding preparations began at once. The village drummers beat rhythms that shook the earth. Women pounded fufu and cooked goat stew for days. Dancers and raffia masks spun under the moon. Mama Nkechi proudly handed over the cows, mooing in protest, the cloth shimmering like rivers, the yams piled high as mountains, the palm wine flowing like rain, and the gold dust glinting like stars. Chikwama accepted everything quietly. He loaded the wealth onto strong donkeys and smiled that same slow smile. On the 8th day, under a sky heavy with promise, the couple departed for Chikwama's home, a distant village said to lie beyond 7 rivers and 7 hills, where no one from Umawara had ever set foot. At first, life in the new home was sweet. Chikwama built Adawara a fine hut with palm-thatched roof and mud walls painted red. He brought her fresh fish from hidden streams, ripe mangoes from secret groves, and spoke gentle words like honey. But Adawara's spoiled nature soon showed. This hut is too small, she complained. I want silk wrappers from Legos, gold bangles, servants to fan me.
She refused to pound yam, fetch water, or sweep the compound. "I am not a village girl," she shouted. "My mother paid for luxury." Chukwuma listened in silence. His eyes grew darker each day. He smiled less, but he said nothing. One full moon night, when the forest sang with crickets and owls, Chukwuma calls Adawara outside. "Come, wife. Tonight you will see my true home and understand my plan." He led her deep into the thick forest. The path grew narrow, vines thick as ropes. Strange birds called warnings in unknown tongues. Adawara's heart beat fast. "This is no way to a village," she whispered. They reached a clearing. In the center stood an ancient iroko tree, trunk wide as 10 men, roots twisting like serpents. Chukwuma turned. His face changed, handsome features melting like wax and fire. His body stretched tall, shadows coiling around him. What stood before Adawara now was a towering spirit being, skin cracked like dry earth, eyes burning coals, voice like thunder rolling over hills. "You and your mother thought you could buy love like buying cloth." She treated marriage as a market stall. "Pride and greed blinded you both. I am Muo Oke, guardian spirit of the forest, watcher of human hearts. I have waited long for this day." Adawara fell to her knees, screaming. The cave swallowed her whole. Inside was no ordinary cave. It was the spirit realm, rivers of liquid silver, trees that whispered forgotten names, creatures with human faces and animal bodies. Time moved strangely here. Days felt like years, years like moments. Chukwuma revealed his full plan. For seasons he had watched Umawara. He saw how Adawara tormented honest suitors, breaking their hearts. He saw Mamankechi's wealth corrupt her judgment, turning love into transaction. When the desperate offer came, he accepted, not for riches, but for justice. "Now," the spirit said, "you will serve in this realm until your pride crumbles to dust. You will pound yam for endless feasts of the ancestors, fetch water from rivers of fire, sweep paths lined with thorns. Every chore you refused in life, you will do here, tenfold, until your heart learns humility." Adawara begged, wept, promised change. "Please, tell my mother, I will be good." The spirit shook his head. "Your mother must wait. She bought a husband, but she lost a daughter. When you are ready, the ancestors will decide." Back in Umawara, Mamankechi waited. Weeks turned to moons. No word, no visit. The cows she paid were gone. The gold dust vanished. The village whispered. The stranger was a Dibia in disguise. "A spirit come to punish." Mamankechi tempted fate. One stormy night, as thunder cracked and rain lashed the roof, a soft voice carried on the wind. Adawara's voice. "Mama, I was wrong. My pride was poison. Your greed fed it. The stranger was a spirit. He has taken me to teach us both. Forgive me and change." Mamankechi fell to her knees, tears mixing with rain. "Oh, Chukwu, oh ancestors, I forced what should be free. I tried to buy what the heart must give. Forgive this foolish mother." She gathered the village elders at dawn. "Hear me," she declared, voice trembling but strong. "I was wrong to buy a husband for my child. From this day, no parent shall force marriage with wealth or threats. Let love come naturally or not at all, and let no one think gold can purchase happiness or respect." The elders nodded solemnly. A new custom was born in Umawara. Years passed. Mamankechi lived quietly, giving to orphans, teaching girls kindness, helping young couples court freely. Her compound grew smaller, but her heart grew larger. One misty dawn, as the river mist rose like spirits, Adawara returned. She was changed, no longer the spoiled queen. Her hands were calloused from spirit labor. Her eyes held wisdom. Her tongue spoke soft words. "Mama," she said, embracing her, "the spirit released me when my heart finally softened. He said our lesson was complete. Pride has been humbled. Greed has been burned away." Mother and daughter wept together. The village rejoiced with feasting and dance. Adawara never married again, but she became a wise woman, advising girls on love, respect, and patience. And whenever a young woman in Umawara grew too proud, or a parent too greedy, the elders gathered the children under the iroko tree and told the tale. Remember Adawara and the bought husband. Some things cannot be purchased, and some strangers smile too quietly because they carry a plan greater than gold. Thank you for listening, beautiful people. If this tale touched your heart, drop a like, share with a friend who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more powerful African folktales every week. Until next time, stay humble, stay blessed.